Wenatchee is gorgeous in the spring with its lush green rolling hills, abundant wildflowers everywhere, and the views of the Columbia River. The local food scene offers an abundant selection of authentic international cuisines featuring the unique farm-fresh ingredients of the region. Wenatchee is also home to award-winning wines, handcrafted hard ciders, and a talented handful of local brewers producing fine craft beers. Visit Wenatchee, the heart of Washington State.
$20 million, $19 million, $6 million. These are all awards recovered for clients of Phillips Law Firm. To win big, you have to fight big. And Phillips Law has been fighting the too-big-to-fail insurance industry for decades. Not every case will have a multi-million-dollar outcome, but Phillips Law will fight just as hard to recover the outcome you deserve. If you or a loved one has been injured in a car accident or on the job, call or click today at 1-800-JUSTICE or visit justiceforyou.com.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your home is going into foreclosure and you feel like a financial wreck. You don't know where to turn for accurate information. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne. Let's talk about some legal options. If we work quickly, we can propose a plan to save your home, modify the loan, or in many cases even eliminate your second mortgage. The consultation is free. I've helped hundreds of people just like you make informed decisions about whether to save their home or exit it on a reasonable, organized timeline. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. Get yourself that 5th anniversary gear. Do it. Do it now. We got lots of good stuff to put on your body.
Hats, beanies, shirts, and hoodies. You want them? We got them. Here.
Yeah. Get your hats here. Get your beanies here. That's right, man. We got light zip hoodies. Look, you want, and it's all celebrating the 50th. This is a limited edition merchandise, and you can celebrate right now. Go to KISW.com. Hit the Rock Shop today.
Let's play Beat Mix.
It's time to play the game.
Yeah.
So everybody scream his name. Beat Mix. Don't be a loser. Whoa. Beat Mix. You're a loser.
It is time to beat Migs, and it's Thursday, so let's get cracking.
Release the Kraken.
Shout out to Danny V rocking a new hoodie.
Yeah.
That's a good-looking hoodie.
It's a really cool color, too.
Thank you. It's called the Ice Blue. And I saw this hoodie on their website, and I was like, that is going to be mine. And then Steve told me about the discount they had on March 2nd, and I was like, I'm going.
Yeah, it was like 32% off to celebrate that they're the 32nd franchise on 3/2. They had a lot of fun with that. I know I wanted to get it, and I remember I was at the Bellevue store, and I showed it to my wife. I'm like, what do you think? She's like, you will not look good in that. Because it's like, it's a really light blue, and you have to have the right skin tone to be able to pull that off. It looks great on Danny, because he's got more of a tan look.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. I like that sun.
Yeah. J-Rubs has that same hoodie.
Does he have the? Do you have the anchor? Because I have the anchor. So the secondary logo.
Yeah,
and they also sell it in the S too.
Oh, maybe he's got the S then, Danny. Yeah, because it's a good color on him too, because he's also got a skin tone like yours. But yeah, I couldn't rock that either, Steve. My Nordic tan just wouldn't make it happen.
It looks awesome. I love the T-shirt in that color too. I just love that that's part of their color scheme.
Agreed.
Yeah, it's a lot cooler than just the standard blue or whatever that they got with it. Love it all. Yep. Let's get to our contestant today. We've got Scott in Oak Harbor. Scott, are you there?
Viva la Kraken!
Viva la Kraken! Nice. All right, Steve, get out of here. Yeah! For those playing at home, Scott will have 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. Scott, you can pass all you want, but you will only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
Let's do this.
Which Wedding Crashers actor also voiced Lightning McQueen in the Cars movies?
Oh, crap. What's his name? Wow. Oh, pass for now.
Xenophobia is the fear of what domestic animal?
Cat?
No.
I don't know, pass.
What was the name of Queen Latifah's 90s Fox sitcom?
Living Single.
Yes. In the 2010 Clash of the Titans remake, who played Zeus?
Liam Neeson.
Yes. How many U.S. states begin with new?
3,
No.
4.
4, yes. In Game of
And Owen Wilson for the first one.
Yes.
Nice.
In Game of Thrones, how many dragons did Daenerys have?
3.
Yes. Which automaker makes the Caravan model of minivans?
Dodge.
Yes. Puff Daddy's I'll Be Missing You was a tribute to which rapper?
Pass.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 correct.
All righty, we'll see though. Steve might get some of those he couldn't get, especially musical ones.
Yeah, those might be kind of rough on that, but maybe names will be Steve's downfall.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, maybe.
Steve doesn't know names.
Yeah, well,
That's what you're saying. Steve doesn't know names.
I'm saying that he might have a brain fart. You never know. It happens.
I know, and I would even be willing to bet on it that Steve wins today.
I know you want to bet. You want to bet all the time, but no, 2021 is the year of Rev no betting.
The thing is, though, then your words are hollow, my friend. You can say what you want, but if you don't put your money behind it, we don't listen to you.
Fine, call me the Hollow Man. I don't care.
Hollow Man!
Steve, are you ready?
Ah, yes. Release the Kraken.
Which Wedding Crashers actor also voiced Lightning McQueen in the Cars movies?
Vince Vaughn?
No.
Owen Wilson.
Yes.
Wow.
Cynophobia is the fear of what domestic animal?
Gerbils?
No.
Dogs?
Yes. What was the name of Queen Latifah's 90s Fox sitcom?
Oh, dude.
Dude.
You can do this.
Living Single.
Yes. In the 2010 Clash of
Equalizer now.
Oh, yeah, that's right. In the 2010 Clash of the Titans remake, who played Zeus?
Owen Wilson.
No.
Queen Latifah.
No.
Danny V.
No. How many U.S. states begin with new?
3?
No.
4.
Yes. In Game of Thrones, how many dragons did Daenerys have?
One angry one.
No.
2?
No.
3?
Yes.
Nice.
Which automaker makes the Caravan model of minivans?
Dodge.
Yes. Puff Daddy's I'll Be Missing You was a tribute to which rapper?
Be missing you. Notorious B.I.G.
Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And the B.I.G. gets you the W.I.N.
Yeah, baby.
Oh. You win 7-6.
Sorry about that, Scotty.
Hey, can you play the Static X one?
No,
because I won. Yeah, and you lost.
Yeah.
And we don't have a Static X winner song. We only did the loser song.
Yeah, sorry, buddy.
Good day, sir.
I'm the best.
No, you don't.
Wait.
That's actually Static X. It's
okay, I'll remember this. I will remember this.
I'm the best.
Oh, I'm going to remember this. 2 songs next time, Rev.
Oh, okay.
That's I'm getting two loser songs.
All right.
Okay, 3 loser songs. I'm
It's
gonna
the
play
same
them all.
song.
Technically, it is the
same song, man.
Oh, I have 2 loser songs that are the same too, so no problem.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
The next time you lose, Steve, all hell's going to break loose, I think.
Oh yeah.
The only one you got to that you missed in 2010, the Clash of the Titans remake.
Let me give him a clue.
Okay.
Steve, he needed skills to be able to play this role.
Liam Neeson?
Yeah.
Yes.
He was Hercules.
No, he was Zeus. He was Zeus.
Hercules.
Thor isn't in Clash of the Titans. It was what Sam Worthington was
so
Perseus. Yeah.
You know what you're doing.
Or something.
Oh, yeah, now I remember.
Thanks, Vicky, for the visual aid for Steve
Vicky
helping
showed
him
me
out
a
there.
picture of him.
He looked pretty cool in it, though.
Yeah.
I have yet to watch the new version.
It's okay. Like, I have a real special love for the old version because I watched it when I was little, and it was literally like one of my favorite movies because the stop motion was so cool.
Yeah.
And Bebo, the little owl that would float around.
Right.
Yeah.
And they did that little owl dirty in the remake.
Oh, did they?
Yeah. The guy who played Perseus didn't like it, so they had it as one shot, and he was like, "That's just a dumb thing." And I'm like, "Dude, it's the coolest part of the entire damn movie."
Somebody said, seriously makes you play Release the Kraken all the time and you didn't know who did it? And you're right.
Release the Kraken.
Liam Neeson.
That's right. It actually is.
Yes, that's actually him. You're right. You're absolutely right. I'm an idiot.
I did that because it's his birthday today. That's why I put him on.
Weird.
Yeah.
Oh, happy birthday, Liam.
I hope that the Kraken fly him out to
at least once to do that.
A home opener. He comes out dressed like that.
That'd be so cool.
Forget
That
it.
would be pretty awesome.
Well, congrats on your win, Steve.
Good job, Steve.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. All right, so we got a new survey. People were asked, okay, first world problems. What have you had during the pandemic that would be first world problems? And
I got toilet paper. Is that one?
Well, toilet paper is actually one of them. It is not someone else not changing the toilet paper roll when they used it up.
Oh,
yeah, by the way, have we heard of anybody running out of toilet paper? After all the ridiculousness, not once but twice, I've seen people go nuts for toilet paper at different times during this pandemic. Haven't heard of anybody having a shortage of toilet paper ever.
Right, I never heard anyone come to work and like, yeah, Bob, you smell like crap today. Well, it's because I'm out of toilet paper.
Yeah, I don't know what to tell you, buddy. I did hear that bidets went up in sale, though.
Yes.
Like, the more we heard about bidets was because of the toilet paper situation.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
What was it? Amazon, bidets, and Zoom. Those are the ones that seemed to flourish when it came to this whole lockdown.
So do you guys have any first world problems that you've had during the pandemic?
Makeup smudging through a mask?
Makeup smudging through a mask. Wow, that's not actually on there, but that makes sense.
Yeah, I think you're talking about the masks, just like having glasses and it getting all fogged up all the time.
Number 2 on the list, sir.
Oh, that is one of the things that is the most infuriating for me.
And it really sucks when want to go outdoors and if you're wearing sunglasses, it's the same problem.
Not so much anymore, but at first, like when you want to grab takeout and you have to like wait sometimes, or you're waiting outside because of X amount of people, you're just like, oh my gosh, I'm hungry. Like, it's so stupid that I'm complaining about this because it maybe adds like an extra 3 minutes to my wait. But I was just like, you gotta be kidding me. There's 4 people in front of me.
Yeah, that is a first world problem. That's not on the list, but I would put it on the list as a definite first world problem.
Well, I see that have long delays when you get food delivered. That also.
Oh, yeah, I can see that. Okay, so
That
you know
too.
what? Yeah, that works. And also bad weather when you want to go for a walk. That's,
Welcome
in
to
the
Seattle,
Pacific Northwest. Yeah. Around here, people can pretty much go for a walk and anything, but I do get crabby when it's not good outside.
Around Christmas time, my mom lost her mind when one of her packages got delayed because it was like delivered late because it was a gift and she wanted to get it by Christmas and it came like 3 weeks later and she was like, "Why do I?" And it's like, well, packages are kind of being delayed everywhere, Mom.
Right, everything has been slowed down.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, Steve, another one with food is people figuring out what they're going to have for every meal. I guess they never had to worry about that before because I guess they went out a lot.
Yeah, I'm a little confused by that one. Yeah, you're right. Like, I feel like that's just a problem that people have all the time. What do you want to eat? I don't know. What do you want to eat?
Well, I think about, like how many people lived the Big Bang Theory lived? Because those guys hardly ever cooked. It was always just get takeout.
Mm-hmm.
So I wonder if that's, a lot of people live that way. And that's why they're like, I don't know we can't get stuff. A lot of places are closed down. I don't know what to do. I got to cook my own food. Yeah, I mean, for me, it's easy. Just go get a frozen dinner. What are you doing? That's my dream. You live in my life. Also, not being able to hear or understand people when they talk with a mask on is my big one.
That I agree. That's sometimes like when we go to like a Whole Foods or something like that. They've got the glass partition, then the mask, and it's already. It's also a little bit louder of a place. And I'm just staring at the woman. I have no idea what you're saying right now. But, like, yes. I have no idea what they're asking. I just nod my head.
There's been a couple of times where I've done that. I'm like, yes, I want that. I have no idea what you said, but yes, okay.
Or I'll awkwardly smile and then realize they can't see me smiling because of the mask. Just like, oh, yeah. Huh?
Yeah, that happens a lot, Vic. Yeah, that happens to me a lot, too. It's like, usually if you walk in front of somebody or whatever you do where you normally would just smile and say, I'm sorry, and you look at somebody, you try to get it in their eyes. Like, I think they're okay. I don't know. Just yesterday it happened to me. I was at the shoe store and, I don't know how many times you got to tell somebody you can't hear them and that they don't know that the mask is a phenomenon. But it was like, blah, 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 blah. I go, look, dude, I don't know what you're talking about. Can you speak up a little bit? Or at least, I don't know, step back a little bit, take the mask off, whatever you got to do so that I can understand what you're saying because you haven't figured out how to use your big boy voice. And, some people, they don't have a big boy voice. No matter what they do, they just can't figure it out.
So my wife laughs at me because I do the nodding thing. And the last time we were at a Whole Foods, I just was like, Because I was like, well, I'm sure whatever she's asking is like, do you want a bag or something? So I'm just going to nod. I don't want to deal with I can't hear you. And then my wife's like, no, we don't live on the other side in Gig Harbor. Because at the Whole Foods, they ask you, because they think there's like a certain like discount. I don't know what the hell the reason is because I'm not on that side. Usually I say no, but I just said yes because I just thought she was asking a question I should say yes to.
Oh, that's bad.
I was like, no, we don't live in Gig Harbor. We don't live over the Tacoma Narrows Bridge.
Yeah, you're the hearing loss guy because that's basically what happens, man. Until I got my hearing aids fine-tuned, I was yesing everything. And my wife and my daughter would be like, No, my dad isn't. You're not happy about what happened in the news. Like something horrific.
No, he doesn't have a military ID.
Yeah. Yeah. Whatever. Sure. Yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah. No, I'm really happy that happened in your family. I'm sorry. It's some embarrassing things that I said yes to. It is time for Listeners on the Loose. You pick the topic. You guide the show. 206-421-ROCK. You can also text us at 77999. We'll take your calls. We'll take your texts at 917 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. It's Listeners on the Loose. You pick the topic. You guide the show at 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. And whatever it is you want to say, it's pretty simple, man. You just open your mouth and start speaking. But Steve does have a rule.
And that's to show some energy and bring it. Otherwise, we're going to have to gong you. And then say goodbye.
Goodbye, old friend.
And it's brought to you by Spartan Plumbing, BJ.
Oh, yeah, Spartan Plumbing. Thank you, Steve.
Yeah.
206-421-ROCK. You can also text us at 77999.
Oh, I like this one because I actually just went through something similar to this. They wanted to know, is it rude to ask to be taken out of a group chat? A bunch of friends from college started a group chat, and it never ends. It's been weeks, and people are still chatting on it at all hours. It's driving me crazy.
Oh, jeez. Well, it depends on what the group chat is, but you can always just mute those things usually, can't you?
Yeah, but I don't know about you, but I get annoyed even if I see notifications because I'm like, oh, crap, who texted me and what text did I miss? And then I'm like, oh, it's this stupid group chat that's still going on.
Yeah.
A couple of days ago, I actually had to send one. I didn't want to be that guy. It was like a goalie group chat, different, because now hockey's coming back, so people are hitting people up to fill in. So somebody put out hey, can someone fill in? And they sent it to 12 of us. And of course, nobody can just, if you want to say yes, but now everyone's got a funny comment to throw in there, or I've been skating it forever. Oh, how long has it been for you? And it's I don't even know any of these numbers. None of these numbers are familiar. So it's people I don't even know.
Yeah.
And it didn't bother me so much, but then all of a sudden they started a new one and it was at 9 o'clock at night. And, all of a sudden I don't have this on Do Not Disturb because I didn't have that group chat in my phone. And it's just going on. Finally, yesterday, I was just hey, can you guys just take me off this damn thread? I work early in the mornings, and I don't, you know what I mean? It's I don't want to be rude, but yeah.
You got to be rude.
Right. It's I don't know how else to say it other than, can you please take me off this effing thread?
Yeah, I've tried to be more understanding, but I'm 100% with you. I find them massively annoying.
I just wish that they would, and maybe it's going to come with the new update. I wish that there was a way, on a Facebook group chat, you can leave the discussion, which I always think is such a baller move when it says Steve has left this conversation. It's I'm done with this conversation and I'm out. I wish you could do that with your phone.
That would be awesome.
At least not with the iPhone I can. I mean, I know you could Do Not Disturb it, but you can't just out and out leave the group chat.
Yeah, I'm with you. That would be really cool to do because, a lot of times I'll be I don't even know how I got on this. And then, I don't even, and like you said, you only see numbers. So it's I don't know who anybody is. And then I get mad. I want to find out the person that put me on there and go, why did you think I want to be part of this more? But then I thought, yeah, you know what? I can't be that guy. I'm going to start yelling at people.
So our gym had a group chat that I hijacked and posted dumb stuff in. And every time someone tried to leave, I would add them back in.
Oh, my God.
Weak. Just when I thought I got out, they pulled me back in.
Okay, so see that person I'd hunt down.
That guy wants to watch the world burn.
Yeah. That person I'd hunt down.
Are you sure you're not a goalie as well? Because I feel like that's what we got going on in this goalie group chat.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man, dude. So if they can add you back, which, by the way, you can add people back with a Facebook group, so you could do that, too.
Right.
Yeah, even you leave the group, it's oh, did you leave? Well, come on back.
Someone says you can leave group chats on an iPhone. I have not been able to figure that out.
Okay, send us something because I've never heard of that either.
I've checked on my settings. I've had no luck being able to get rid of a group chat. Oh, Vicky's looking at it.
Yeah, can you, Vicky?
This could be a game changer.
Oh, yeah.
You can?
Yeah, just 3 simple steps, apparently. Go to the group text message that you want to leave.
Okay.
Tap the top of the conversation. Tap the info button, and then tap leave this conversation.
What?
Mind blown.
All right, morning show crew. How do I get out of this?
Wow. Really?
I don't know. Mine doesn't have that.
It's just updated?
What do you want from me? I don't have these answers. This is a personal question.
Okay, so
look at that. Leave this conversation. There it is.
well, all right. So you can do it too, Danny.
Yep.
Wait, does it hit the info button?
Yeah. Tap the info button, then tap leave this conversation.
Yeah.
Does it show up for Steve?
No, man.
Oh, do you have the latest iOS? I just updated my phone yesterday.
Oh, son of a bitch. No, I gotta figure
You don't have the latest iOS.
I don't know if I do or don't.
Yeah, but the idea, and you've got a newer iPhone than I do, I think, right?
I got a something.
I got a something.
Oh, jeez. Tech support with Steve Miggs here.
Yeah,
Oh, is it the iOS 14?
Yeah.
that's the one I got now. Yeah.
I'm going to install it. Yeah.
Yeah, but this person who texted us, they made it sound like it's been in existence for a while. Maybe unless it's brand new. You asked for the new update and you got it.
Oh, here's an interesting thing.
What's that?
So if all of the people on the phone are iPhone users, so like on our morning show, we all have iPhones, that I can leave. But if there's people on another one that don't have iPhones, it doesn't give me the option to leave.
Oh, that's what it is.
Updating this thing for no reason.
Yes.
Oh boy!
Sorry we bricked your phone,
See,
Steve.
don't update it here. Don't update it at the station. Don't do it because the internet's not cool.
Well, what? Yeah, I'm in the middle of it.
Oh,
it's being
well,
updated.
He has no choice now.
Oh, your phone's not coming back.
Oh,
I tried that, and I tried that at the station. I don't know what's wrong with our internet that it will not update an iPhone. It just stays and stays and stays. And then it wasn't until I got home that I was able to figure it out.
Yeah, and a lot of people say if someone has an Android, it won't let you leave.
Well, thank you, Texter, for telling us that one.
No,
I mean, not that Texter, but the previous Texter who got our hopes up, and it didn't work.
I wonder if this is voice to text. At first, I was like, oh, it's only people named Juan, because it says if one person has an Android, it won't let you leave.
Well, it's like, okay, sir, is your name Juan? Yeah. Damn it, I'm stuck in this group.
Which is funny because both Juans in my life, my dad and brother, have Android. So that tracks. That makes sense.
You're stuck. You'll never leave that group.
Dang it.
206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. It's listeners on the loose.
Somebody said I just watched part 1 of the Snyder Cut. It's infinitely better than the first 45 minutes of the original.
Wow, that's amazing. All right, so far, I mean, granted, it's anecdotal, but also Vicky found decent Rotten Tomato reviews as well. 70-something%, 78, I think. Yeah, that's pretty damn good.
And one listener watched the whole movie yesterday and said they loved it. So I think I'm going to have to check this out this weekend.
Did you check out the old Justice League?
I don't remember.
Probably.
I might have, but I probably fell asleep on it.
This is 4 hours. There's no way you and your wife are going to make it through this.
Not in one sitting.
I don't even think you're going to make through the one sitting in one sitting.
I mean, he's not wrong.
Well, it's that, or we're watching the other one, the Buck Rogers versus
Buck
Rogers.
Oh, you mean Falcon and Winter Soldier?
That one.
Yeah, there you go.
Although I'd rather see Buck Rogers versus Captain America.
Oh my God.
That would be pretty good.
I'd watch that in an instant. So you're
Yeah, you
not
would.
wrong.
I do have an update about Zack Snyder's Justice League Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh, okay.
Earlier, we only had the tomato meter, which is 78%. We now have an audience score of over 2,500 ratings of 97%.
Damn.
So 2,500 people not only have watched it, but made sure they went to Rotten Tomatoes to talk about it.
Yep.
97%. Wow, that is what a hit that is for HBO Max if that's the case. Can we go back to Wonder Woman 1984 and see what they said about that again? Because that's the grain of salt I'm going to just drop all this through.
That's just rude because they got 59%.
And then audience score 74.
That's a good audience score.
Yeah, see, that scares me.
Why?
That scares me because it's not a good movie.
I'm wondering if a lot of them were kids who watched it.
Oh, yeah. There we go. We could be in trouble. Okay.
Or humans with good taste.
Truth.
Thank you, Rev.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to get my hopes up too high then. I want to really manage my expectations because that's all I got to say.
All right.
Yeah. Zack Snyder tends to go overboard and it's like, man, Zack, that's enough. Will you please? He just loads and loads and loads the stuff. But, I get to at least watch it in my own sittings.
Yesterday we talked about someone decided to say what kind of donuts each of us would be. I don't know if this is the same texture, but I don't know.
Why? Don't bring this texture back. I'm not a fan of that texture.
Well, this maybe is a different texture. We'll find out. But they were now saying they were going to tell us what kind of sandwich each one of us would be if we were a sandwich. And this is their educated guess.
This can't be good. This will not be good for me.
You don't think?
All right. Well, do me last because last time I was the old donut that was like old.
Okay, so this time we'll start with the Rev. They believe that if Rev was a sandwich, he would be a Reuben on marble rye, extra sauerkraut.
100%. Yeah, that is spot on.
Okay, Vicky, if you were a sandwich, they believe you would be asada torta. Is that a steak sandwich?
A torta, yeah, with carne asada. Torta is like the Mexican sub sandwiches.
Yes.
With that bread with carne asada.
Is it good?
Oh, yeah.
See, whenever I go to like the Matador or somewhere they have tortas or torta, I always end up like, I don't know if I want a sandwich in a Mexican place because I want to get the fajitas or you know what I mean? So I need to try one.
And the cool thing is you can make it as fancy or as not fancy. Like at home we'll make like with beans, ham, cheese, throw in some like pickled carrots and jalapenos on there. It's so good.
All right, for me, they believe I would be a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. You're absolutely right.
Yep.
On a brioche. Which kind of, what is a brioche? Which one?
It's a fancy bread.
Yeah, it is a fancy bread.
I appreciate them thinking me a fancy.
Oh, yeah. Ooh,
You're refined.
Yeah.
Oh, those are good.
Yeah, Paul knows.
They're buttery and flaky. I am very much like that.
Yeah, you are very buttery
light
and
slightly
flaky.
puffy.
Right. Okay.
And
Danny.
slightly puffy.
Danny, you would be. Ooh, this sounds delicious.
Okay.
Like Danny.
What? Yeah.
A green chili cheeseburger.
Yes, I would. That is from New Mexico. That is the New Mexico state sandwich.
But a burger's not a sandwich. A burger's a burger.
There's a bit of an argument there.
Sandwich?
I mean,
yeah, Rev does have. I mean, people don't think burgers are sandwiches.
I don't disagree with the Rev, but I'd still want that.
Oh, yeah, I still want it. But like on the menus, they have sandwiches and then burgers in different areas. So,
good call, Texter.
Yeah.
All right, for Sarah, a Monte Cristo.
those are so good.
I think there's meat in that, though.
Ham in that?
It's like ham,
Yeah.
turkey, Swiss, but then the bread is kind of like French toast.
Yeah, and then you put syrup all over it and powdered sugar.
Well, we could use like tofurkey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
Okay.
I think she might go for that. Yeah.
Joey, you would be a lobster roll.
Yeah, you would.
Fancy.
Yep. High end.
Oh yeah. And
Super
of course-
buttered.
Yeah, and a
A New
favorite.
England staple.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, BJ, you excited or nervous to find out what kind of sandwich you would be?
I
according
can't
to this
wait.
texter?
I'm sure it's probably some crusty old sandwich that somebody sat on.
All right, they believe you would be a French dip.
Oh, a French dip.
And the reason being, sometimes a little salty, but still my favorite. Aww. How about that for
All
a
right.
swerve?
That's a good swerve. It's not my favorite sandwich, but it's a good sandwich.
That sounds like a Hallmark card.
And a good description. Yeah, it does sound like a Hallmark card, Danny. You're absolutely right.
Sometimes a little salty, but still my favorite.
All righty. All right, not bad. I'll take it.
See, you didn't get crapped on this time.
Well, you know what? You never know with those texters, but this was a good one. And a French dip is a good sandwich. I mean, it is delicious.
It is.
You pick the topic. You guide the show. It is Listeners on the Loose, 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. More of your calls and more of your texts at 933 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
Wenatchee is gorgeous in the spring with its lush green rolling hills, abundant wildflowers everywhere, and the views of the Columbia River. The local food scene offers an abundant selection of authentic international cuisines featuring the unique farm-fresh ingredients of the region. Wenatchee is also home to award-winning wines, handcrafted hard ciders, and a talented handful of local brewers producing fine craft beers. Visit Wenatchee, the heart of Washington State.
$20 million, $19 million, $6 million. These are all awards recovered for clients of Phillips Law Firm. To win big, you have to fight big. And Phillips Law has been fighting the too-big-to-fail insurance industry for decades. Not every case will have a multi-million-dollar outcome, but Phillips Law will fight just as hard to recover the outcome you deserve. If you or a loved one has been injured in a car accident or on the job, call or click today at 1-800-JUSTICE or visit justiceforyou.com.
New on Curiosity Stream. Deformed trees, mutated wildlife, and no humans for miles. 10 years after the disaster at Fukushima, see what this irradiated ecosystem can teach us about nuclear fallout on Radioactive Forest. Plus, looking for the most diverse marine life on the planet? Dive into the Coral Triangle and experience a frenzy of wildlife you've got to see to believe on nature's greatest secret. It's all on Curiosity Stream. Annual plans are $20, just $1.67 a month. Visit curiositystream.com.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. It is Listeners on the Loose. You pick the topic. You guide the show. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999.
So it said, big news, guys. Cereal straws. They're back. Yay! Coming in October. What the hell is a cereal straw?
It's exactly what it sounds like.
Huh?
It is a straw made out of cereal material that you can drink your milk out of.
What? Okay.
What is wrong with you guys?
I never knew it was a thing.
I mean, so it was already here. People were excited about it, and then it went away. And I have no idea what this is. Oh, yeah, it is a cereal.
There's like
straw.
Fruit Loop ones. There's Applejack straws. There was Cocoa Crispy straws.
So is the point that after you finish eating your cereal, you can slurp up the milk with the cereal straw, or are you just having a glass of milk with a cereal straw, and as you suck it, you bite it?
There is no limit to your imagination. Do
don't
whatever
take
you
that
want.
out of context, please.
Right?
Too late.
Oh, these
Well,
are
I suppose it's nice since people are trying to get rid of plastic straws. This is one way to. But are you having this? Yeah. So
when was this even a thing?
I don't even. Yeah, I don't remember this at all.
I don't remember.
Really?
I just remember eating them as a kid.
Wow, I don't remember these at all as a parent buying them.
Danny, do you remember it?
Nope. Looks like they came out in like 07 or so, so not really for any of our youth.
I was going to say, yeah, that's after my cereal eating days.
So Vicky must have just been always like eating cereal that way.
I still eat cereal like, all the time.
Okay, that's what it is. So that's Vicky's the cereal kid.
I'm just glad they're bringing all this nostalgic food back. Like, I just had 3D Doritos, and I'm so happy.
They were really good. Which flavor did you grab?
The chili cheese one or something.
I'm really glad that they're doing different flavors because they only used to have like nacho cheese and Cool Ranch. So when you let me try those ones, I was like, oh, this kind of tastes like the chili cheese Fritos.
Yeah, they're a little spicier and they're still puffy like always. Bring back more of the 90s food, please. All those chemicals and deliciousness.
Nice.
Now it's just making me, I don't know. I mean, I know they still make them, but now I want a fruit roll up. I just think about like things that we enjoyed as kids, and that's like the one thing that I would, whenever I'd have my lunch packed by my mom, like that was the thing I looked forward to most. I'm like, at lunchtime, I'm going to eat all whatever she gave me and then finish it off with that sweet fruit roll up.
Were you strictly a fruit roll up kid, or did you ever do like the fruit by the foot ones, the big long ones?
Those were the best.
I mean, I wouldn't say no to those, but I was definitely loyal to fruit roll ups.
That's fair. They're both delicious though.
Nice.
I'm jealous.
Well, you know something, I wasn't a fan of any of that. That's
Clearly.
I was just not a fan of any of that. The fruit roll-ups were disgusting.
Disgusting?
I hated them.
Why did you hate them?
Oh, dude, because I put them in my mouth.
They're
okay.
healthy.
Well, but both of those statements really not true. Yeah, both of those statements not true at all. 206-421-ROCK, text us at 77999. It's listeners on the loose.
This text makes my morning. This person said, Billy Joel was on the radio earlier, and I turned it off, and I said, no, you F off. I've never even met the dude, but I don't like him, LOL.
Nice.
That's
solidarity.
so funny. That is so funny. All because little Steve Miggs was told to F off by Billy Joel when he tried to get an autograph.
Yep. And now my friend Christian Andes, anytime he hears Billy Joel, he sends me a message because he just finally heard that story. He's like, wait, Billy Joel told you to F off? When? And I'm like, when I was a kid. It's waiting for my uncle outside of an airport. Thought I would be excited to say hi to Billy Joel when he got off the plane, and he wasn't excited to meet me.
Yeah. Womp, womp, womp.
It's okay. It's way better. Like I've said, I'll always say it's way better than getting an autograph and actually having a good experience because I wouldn't have remembered that. But I'll never forget the time that Billy Joel told me to F off.
Boy, that would be great if you could tell him that story.
Right?
You know, I don't know if we'll ever, I don't know why we'd ever have him on our show, but if it ever would happen.
And if it did, and then he got pissed off and hung up on us and told me to F off again, like that's like circle of life. I think I'd die after that.
Yeah, there really is no reason to keep going. You've had it all.
Somebody said, did you guys hear about what Pearl Jam's doing? They're going to be doing a virtual concert to help some of the local venues. That's pretty awesome. We did, and it's actually up on KISW.com. I believe Taryn wrote a whole blog about it. There's Keep Music Alive. It's an organization that's trying to help the local music venues to stay alive, and they're giving money to a lot of them to just be able to stay afloat because of obviously with COVID, there hasn't been concerts and places have been shut down. And Pearl Jam's going to be a part of this big benefit show on March 18th that Duff McKagan's a part of. The presidents of the USA are going to be a part of it as well. A bunch of other artists, and it's a live stream concert on March 18th, and it's free, but they're taking donations. So if you watch it, throw a couple bucks that way as well. And I'm pretty excited to see Pearl Jam perform live.
Oh, that's really cool. That's those guys always do. They really help out a lot of local situations, and of course, local music. They're just huge in that.
What other bands? I know, like This Queen, which is a band I remember seeing a lot, and they were an awesome band. Kim Thale from Soundgarden to be a part of it. Joel McHale, Macklemore. It's going to be pretty dang awesome, man.
Rainn Wilson's going to be a part of it.
I think the guys in the Foo Fighters are going to be a part of it, like Nate and some of the other dudes as well. It's going to be pretty cool.
And March 18th, you said?
Yep, March 18th, and just go to KSW.com.
That's today, right?
Yep, 7:30 p.m. today.
Today's the 18th?
Yep.
Yeah, that's today.
I would have known that, but my phone's still updating, so I can't check my calendar.
Well, it's tonight then, so it's happening tonight.
Well, hopefully my phone finishes updating in time for us to watch this.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Steve. Yeah, don't ever try to update anything with our Wi-Fi. Don't do it.
Well, I'm about 30% in. It looks...
Yeah.
30%? You started at like 40 minutes ago.
Hope you don't need that to get home.
I don't know where I live, and I don't know how to get home without GPS. I'm kind of scared.
Yeah.
Have they updated your street yet? Is that on maps yet?
Maybe. I don't know.
He's not going to find out on his phone.
Can't check.
Yeah.
Well, now it's just dead.
Oh.
Well, Steve, congrats. You have a brick.
Well, this is one way to get out of a group chat. Disable
That's a
your
good
phone.
point. Yeah, it's like, sorry. Phone is still updating. I'll have to get back to you. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. Listeners on the loose.
So I want to say big thanks to us because they're rocking a giant hangover today, and I would be useless at work if it wasn't for you guys. You guys rocked. Ryan and SeaTac.
Yeah.
Well, St. Patrick's Day hangovers, that's a thing.
Hope you're not a pilot.
Right.
Good call.
Massive hangover.
Yeah, you don't need to be. We've had too many situations like that, and I no doubt about it because I fly a lot. I do not need that.
So I want to know where we get all of our Kraken merch. Thanks, love the show. Everywhere, wherever they sell it, we buy it.
Yep.
Well, Bellevue Square has a store. I know that. Any other places? Any other malls
They
or
got the pop-up shop at Bellevue. You could get stuff. Obviously, the one downtown by where the old Joey in Lake Union. That's
okay.
The Cove.
The Cove.
It's fantastic.
You know, honestly, I see it also. I mean, obviously, Costco has some. I've seen it at Albertsons.
Walmart.
Simply Seattle.
Yeah.
Simply
Target.
Seattle. I just got some sweatpants. They're legit.
Simply Seattle has great stuff. I highly recommend checking out Simply Seattle when it comes to Kraken gear. And then online at Fanatics and the Kraken Team shop. Wherever you want it, you get it.
Yeah, they're everywhere. It's pretty. I mean, it is amazing. And like you said, Target and Walmart. I've seen them there, and I'm like, this is really sweet. And there's some styles at Target and Walmart that I have not seen.
Mm-hmm. I geek out whenever I go to like Albertsons, and because I'm so used to just seeing Seahawks gear. So the fact that there's even another sports franchise and it's a hockey team, it just keeps reminding me of how awesome and how excited I am that we finally have a pro hockey team.
And then we've got the meme of the Mariners, just that little sad face meme.
Speaking of memes, I don't know if you've seen this. I reshared it on my Twitter because my buddy Terry, he posted on his. It's the funniest meme about trolling the Chicago Bears. And it's like a Wheel of Fortune. You know how like you have all like the letters that haven't been put through. And it's got the first word has 4 letters. The second word has 6 letters. And all you see is an L, an O, and an N. And the Chicago Bears fan. And it says Chicago Bears quarterback as the hint. And he's like, I want to solve the puzzle. It's Russell Wilson. And then the next picture of the meme shows Andy Dalton.
Oh, that's awesome. That's a great meme.
And the face of the dude is just like, oh, wah, 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 wah.
Yeah, that's well, we'll see. Man, if the Bears have a better season than us, that's the thing I'm going to look out for. I'm going to be really watching the Bears. I'm going to be watching the Saints. All the teams that he could have gone to. I don't know. The Raiders, it's hard to believe with what they're doing that they're going to have a great season, but maybe they will. I'm going to watch all those guys and see how they do again and versus us because we're talking about this now. Wouldn't that be nuts if Andy Dalton has a great season and they go further in the playoffs than we do?
I do think it's funny, though, because like everyone outside of Seattle has messaged me in the past probably like 2 weeks, football fans, and being like, what the F are you guys doing? Like, why are you trying to get rid of Russell? Like, get rid of Pete Carroll. Get rid of anyone but Russell Wilson. Why are you doing that?
You know what the funny thing is? I think it's been kind of like almost like a social experiment to see how we create things in our own minds and just let them, like when you're not given information, you just create whatever you want to create in your head until because the Seahawks have said nothing. Like really, like it's all from sources. Pete Carroll and John Schneider have not come out to say anything like point blank, like no or yes, we're looking, whatever it may be. You're hearing from Russell's agent some vague interviews, but we've created like they all hate each other and they're actively, you know what I mean? Like,
oh yeah,
you make it out worse than what it is, and then all of a sudden, word comes out that no, they're not trying to trade him at all, and Andy Dalton's now on the Bears. It's like, okay, maybe we were just kind of jumping the gun and jumping to conclusions way more than we knew.
It doesn't help that like other players are starting to say things either, like former players that will say, oh, by the way, and it's like, oh boy. It's like the Russell Wilson bubble. I mean, look, nobody is perfect, even though he comes off like the most perfect being there ever could be. But, it's like, because you never see him in a bad mood. You never see him lose it on the sideline. You just never see any of that. But you got to know at some point he's got to, you get hit as much as he does. He has to complain to somebody. And then we're starting to hear a little bit of that now, which we've never heard from him before. That adds to it.
Yeah, it's funny that the perception outside of Seattle, even in Seattle, man, it's been an interesting thing to watch. It just shows that, okay, I'm excited for the draft to happen so we can get our mind off of this. And then, Seahawks barely are drafting anyone because they keep trading their draft picks, but that's okay.
Yeah. It's still cool because I remember the time where nobody cared or even knew there was a football team in Seattle.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's nice that we are part of the NFL offseason drama because for years nobody cared. I mean, imagine if you're. Now Cleveland actually did get into the playoffs, but imagine if you were the Clevelands of a couple years ago, or the Jaguars, or just somebody nobody cares about. I mean, it's nice to be in the conversation because you've got an elite star on your team.
So it says I blame it on the hundreds of millions of sports quote unquote bloggers. I always love when they're like, my source says, I want to know who these sources are. Is it just like them telling them, making stories? A lot more often than not, I feel like people just make up stories and my source says. I can't share who that source is, though.
It's Sierra. You just can't say. Yeah. My source is Sierra. That's what it is.
It's his son, Future.
Yeah. We have a question. What do Ryan Castle and a flat tire have in common? I'm going to tell you at 9:50 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW. And now, the Ryan Castle question of the day.
What do Ryan Castle and a flat tire have in common?
Just need to get blown up.
I like how quickly you threw that up in there.
Yeah, that's it.
Just need to get blown up.
Wow. One texter says Steve has changed both on the side of the road. I did a Motley Crue concert.
It was true.
Yeah.
It was true.
Yeah.
And that's why I always bring an extra pair of pants.
Yeah, you need to.
That's right.
Yeah. Well, we got a lovely story about a 21-year-old guy in Maryland. His name was Shamari. He was driving around with a friend in a stolen SUV last week, and they decided to do a good deed for a change. So they spotted a random guy on the side of the road changing a flat. So they pulled over and offered to help. But then, while they were helping him, the guy jumped into the SUV and tried to steal their already stolen car. He threw it in reverse and tried to drive off, but he slammed into a curb and got stuck. So the flat tire guy is 19-year-old Tykel. He ended up pulling a gun on him, but threw it in the woods before the cops got there.
What are the odds any of this happens?
This is insane.
I just feel like you need comedy music playing during this. Yeah,
it turns out that the car Tykel was driving was stolen too, so that's why all that drama happened. Yeah, they're all in trouble. Ryan Castle, he's not in trouble, but he does have a 12-pack.
BJ and Migs play of the day.
There's an Arizona teen. Her name is Olivia, and she's going viral due to her massive middle finger, which reportedly measures 5 inches long from knuckle to nail.
I don't have a ruler with me, but I think my middle finger, what is that, like 3 inches? Did he say?
I like how you go to Vicky. Vicky will tell you.
I mean, if anyone... you know what's huge? I mean, I'm looking at it, it's like, this is easily 6, but I'm probably wrong.
Yeah.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. Here's another question from a listener. Can I leave things off of a bankruptcy, like my car?
You have to list all of your assets and creditors when you file bankruptcy. So you would have to tell the court and the trustee that you have the car or that you have a car loan. You could say that I want to keep my car and continue to make my payments on the car. But the court will need to know that you have a car and that you may have a payment on the car. So by leaving it off the bankruptcy, if you mean that you cannot disclose it to the court, the answer to that is no, you must disclose it. However, that does not mean that you'll lose those assets. You'll be able to keep things like a car and a house in almost all cases, but you must disclose them to the court. But you'll need to continue to make payments on a house or a car that you intend to keep.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at ChooseTheRightChapter.com. That's ChooseTheRightChapter.com. Thanks for listening.